All right. Well, we're live.
All right.
Alex is frozen.
It's just
We're
looking
42
off
minutes
into a
late.
window.
Everything is going really good today, guys.
Hey guys, welcome to the Link Cable Podcast. It's a bit of a mess
The
today.
picture of Alex is talking. Oh, wait, here comes the gang. Right on cue.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 12 of the Link Cable Podcast. So my name is Alex. My picture's not moving. We're working on fixing that, so hold on. Hi everyone. So I'm joined today by Zahi, Mike, and Kevin. Hey guys.
Hello, everybody.
So you may have noticed this intro is a bit ramshackle. We were having a bit of all sorts of computer issues today. So Kevin over in the command center was trying to move us over to using something that wasn't Skype. It wasn't really working out. We tried something else. That wasn't also working out super great. So we had to rush back onto Skype, and now pictures.
Discord.
Yeah, Discord was acting up. Slack was assing
up.
Everything's a mess. We're just here. I think we're all just going to be let's just talk about games and have fun. So thank you for joining us on this lovely long weekend. Happy Canada Day, which was on Wednesday, to all our Canadian friends, and happy Independence Day to all our U.S. friends. Yeah, it's the best national anthem.
Does saying Happy America Day work?
No.
No?
That's not the thing.
It's not a thing.
Saying,
You could. Happy Canada Day, which works.
Well, I was just going to say that, but then I was like, wait, that's not a
But
thing.
yeah,
I've been saying Happy USA Day for years, and no one has ever told me not to tell them that.
I mean,
So-
I'm not going to be offended, because I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, thanks. Canadian said that, that's nice, but we'd say, most people just say Happy 4th. Nobody really says, Happy Independence Day from the Queen. We just shorted it, hey, yo, Happy 4th, have a beer.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like on
Grab a bra and
us
grab
here.
a beer.
We've got Victoria Day in May. We
Yeah.
just say it's May 2-4 because it's
Yeah.
usually around May 24, and you have a 2-4
That's what
of
that
alcoholic
means? I've heard
beverages.
that before. I had no idea what the hell that meant.
Yeah,
Never
May
heard of that
2-4.
holiday.
Yeah, you're supposed to drink a 2-4 of beer. And that's
Can you
how get through it.
explain what Boxing Day is?
Can I explain what Boxing Day is?
Yeah.
No, I cannot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Never
the
mind.
history behind it. I know
Well, what does
a
it
lot
mean? What is
Do you
it?
celebrate it?
Don't you guys have Boxing Day in the States?
No,
No.
it's a Commonwealth thing. It's
What's a
only us-
Commonwealth?
You're kidding. It's a
So the
Commonwealth?
Yeah, so the Commonwealth
What?
is all the countries that are still loosely associated with the British Crown, but not part of. Well, there's no British Empire
So,
anymore, but
Australia type of
Canada.
deal?
Yeah, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all these places that were former British colonies and territories still celebrate a lot of British holidays. I don't know the history behind Boxing Day. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
See,
I
I
don't
Worth
know
a
it.
shot.
I was always told that it's the day you guys return stuff or something like that. Like you buy a bunch of things for the holiday and then you return things and just box
Kind
it.
of.
Yeah, Boxing Day is our
Boxing
Black
Day.
Friday. It's our big
Yeah.
sales day. We go
Yeah.
nuts shopping on Boxing Day.
Do you guys
Boxing
have
Day
Black Friday?
Yes.
We also do Black Friday.
Okay.
We love shopping in Canada.
This might be the dumbest question ever, but you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving, do you?
We do. We celebrate it at the right time of year. So
When's
we
this?
celebrate it in October.
So you don't do Halloween, you just eat
No,
a
we do
turkey
Halloween.
instead.
Yeah,
we
no,
do Halloween, Boxing Day, Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
So what, you
and
actually have a
Christmas.
holiday for
It's all of
Boxing
them.
Day, but you don't
Yeah.
even know what it is?
no.
They celebrate it. They go crazy
It's
for it.
shopping day.
Um,
But
It's
don't you guys
deals
do
on
Black
games
Friday
day.
too? Because I see Black Friday ads say Canada
Yeah.
price and stuff like that.
yeah, we
Yeah.
do Black Friday.
We actually have. We usually have two Black Fridays. One in the summer, and then the one in.
Well, Best Buy will put on Black Friday in July.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Amazon
yeah.
Prime.
I heard a
Exactly.
joke someone talk about. It's very bad about. They have two Black Fridays. One on the regular Black Friday, and one after they have Chipotle.
Oh
It's
God!
like, oh my gosh! And I remember hearing that joke, and I didn't get it fully until an hour later. So I feel like I had to share that.
I don't want to get it.
What is?
The thing about Thanksgiving, why I will always say the Canadian Thanksgiving is the right one is it comes, I think, 2 weeks before Halloween, and you have your dessert after you have your supper. So it's like, all right, you have your Turkey Day, and then you have your Halloween after. So that just kind of lines up better. But we don't have any holidays in November in Canada, in most of Canada. So,
but wait,
November's
you
a
have
bit dry.
when you have Canada Day, what's that about?
Well, that's
Just
our Canada Day is celebrating like Confederation when the provinces came together and became a country. Before that, they were just
you have a day that
whatever
celebrates the
England
Queen?
owned. Sorry.
And then you have another day for the Queen to celebrate her.
Well, Victoria Day is the Queen's birthday, and
Oh.
the current Queen is Queen Elizabeth II. So
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Victoria was the Queen in the late 19th century.
Oh, see, we have a holiday to celebrate getting away from her,
Yeah.
Quite literally.
quite literally. And then we just drink a lot. It's pretty much what we do.
Basically.
There's no difference in how we celebrate it. It's just, and I think actually, is President's Day in May?
Oh, we don't really that one. That's like a federal holiday.
That's-
We just get a
it's-
day
yeah.
off of work sometimes. We don't really do anything for that.
Oh, okay.
There's some good
'Cause it's
sales
around the same
sometimes.
time.
It could be. I don't even know.
See, I don't know. That one's not really big.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Yeah.
proponent of celebrating on that day, I guess. I don't know.
Mm.
We have Family Day in February.
Right.
Which
Family
is
Day.
like a make your own holiday. They wanted a
Yeah.
holiday in February, and they were like Family Day.
Do you do
Everyone gets
Valentine's
a
Day?
Day.
Yeah, we do Valentine's Day, but it's not a holiday. It's not like you get the day off for Valentine's.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we don't get the day off, but it's like you have to get your like significant other a gift or something.
Yeah. No, but we have Family Day, which is I think like the week before, which is like an actual day off.
Well, I guess we
Wow.
get Labor Day. Do you have a Labor Day?
Oh, yeah, we've got Labor Day.
Okay,
as well.
what's
Memorial
this?
Day?
This isn't fair. You guys just get more dates than we do now.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yes, we
Pretty
do.
much.
Memorial Day?
Yeah, do you do that?
I
What-
think
no, we
Memorial
don't do
Day-
Memorial Day.
But I think
gonna
our
say.
your Memorial Day is usually at the same time as the Victoria Day, regardless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Memorial Day is in May. No, we do Remembrance Day in November, but it's not a stat holiday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, let's talk about video games.
Well, thanks for joining us for Canada-U.S. holidays. Tune in next week to hear about. Pick another country. Japan
I'm
holiday.
curious. I'm really curious. Well, we could celebrate Bastille Day, which is the French one.
Oh.
There's Cinco de Mayo, which is always fun.
Do you guys celebrate Cinco de Mayo at all?
I mean, I get a taco on Cinco de
Yeah,
Mayo
I think we do.
because because there's sales. Like I
How did
don't.
we wrap right back into holidays?
One holiday I've always wanted to celebrate is Day of the Dead.
Dia
I
de
Oh,
los
yeah.
Muertos.
De las
Yeah.
I can't say it
Muertos.
very well. I never took
Yes,
Spanish.
Yeah.
that's what.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, I always thought that was a really cool holiday to kind of celebrate.
We started celebrating at work. Oh my gosh, Indian holiday. What is it called?
Diwali?
Diwali.
Diwali.
Yeah, and that's pretty crazy. The people at work go all out,
Yeah.
and it turns into like this. We had like a little potluck that turned into like a 4-course buffet, and it was legit.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, it happens at our work too.
Diwali is a fun holiday.
We do Diwali and we do Eid at work.
Oh, nice.
that
You do
holiday.
eat too?
Yep. Yeah. Got,
We had a Passover celebration thing too for not God, it's not Passover. It's the one that's it's around that time.
Good Friday.
No, it's a
Lent?
Jewish holiday.
Oh,
Rosh Hashanah?
Maybe that's what it was. But they brought food in for that, and that was good too. I just eat a lot at work because I work with a bunch of different cultures, so it's a lot of free food. Now I understand why
yeah.
I gained so much weight.
Not a problem.
And the quarantine ain't helping too much with most weight gains.
No kidding.
All
right.
right, boys.
Oh, Alex, you're
Um,
still a picture frame, by the way. I don't know if.
yeah. Can you hear me? I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you good. Everything else looks good. I think we can
Hey.
hear. I tried to check our stream to see if we can hear us.
It's a
Here's-
really great picture frame, by the way.
Yeah, the side of my head. I love it.
Great.
No, it's really
Look out
weird.
the window.
It's really weird because technically I'm not even on the call anymore, so I have no idea what you guys are hearing right now from me.
We can hear you.
Oh, that's so weird. I
hope
don't
we can hear
understand.
the stream. I don't know. I'm sweating
Yeah.
my ass off though. I have to turn this fan on, guys. I hope it doesn't interfere with the call. Just
I
everybody
can't hear
bear with
anything.
us tonight. It's really hot out. We're talking about holidays. It's just a good day.
Just turn
I
it
think
off,
that's
man.
a cue everyone wants to go on holiday right now.
We just came off a holiday though, which is maybe this is why we're all lost.
Yeah. Oh, I think we definitely lost Alex this time.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll say something here and I'll fill us in. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We are never going to be live on Mixer.
Never gonna live.
It is
Never gonna
RIP.
be live.
Yep, there Alex goes right on cue.
There he is.
Up there he is.
Hey,
And I think we're gonna
Our bearded leader.
start talking about what we've been doing this week. I think that's what Alex would say if his thing was moving.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
yep,
what
I
would
see him
say.
now.
He's back.
So
He's back.
let's start with someone whose screen is working. Let's start with the newest member of our little crew here, Mike. Tell us about your week in review. Give us some juicy details of what you've played and what's going on in your life.
Oh, but before we give into what we played and what we did, we do just gotta mention what we're going to be talking about today in the podcast, at least, just so that we can get kind of the ball rolling on that. So we have a lot to cover for today's podcast, everyone. We're going to be talking about the games industry's prices going up for next generation, Crisis Remastered delayed, and some mixed reactions to the footage. And I kind of saw it too, and I was like, oh. We're going to be talking about the PS Plus July games, as well as the games with gold. And we're going to be, if anyone else has any other recent topics, we'll be bringing it up. But that's our coverage for week 12. Mike, take it away.
Yeah. Okay. So
Hi, Mike.
I don't know. It's kind of hey guys. It's kind of a slower week for me. I played Pokemon again. I've actually been kind of trying to get into doing
Which
some ranked
one?
battles. I play Shield. So,
Oh.
yeah, doing a little bit of ranked battles. Well, starting to. I'm trying to build a competitive team right now, and I'm just practicing on unranked. But the problem with unranked and competitive is, in unranked you can use legendaries, and ranked you can't. So when you're playing against teams, you're trying to set up your team and kind of get used to things, and it's tough when you're going against a full stack Zeraora and Lunala, and then you're like, oh, okay, cool. Here's my Tyranitar.
Okay, hold on. Let me get
Yeah.
something straight. There's ranked. I haven't
Oh,
played
yeah.
Pokemon in a
Oh,
while.
they're hard.
Oh, yeah.
There- There's
Mhm.
ranked Pokemon games.
Oh yeah, no, big time. That's the thing. Like, I always thought, oh, I'm good at Pokemon and everything. It shouldn't be too bad. I get on these games and I just get my teeth kicked in by some of these guys. It is incredible how good
There's-
these guys are.
There's no way. There aren't all the Pokemon just like, can't you just get like 20 or like 6 Charizards on a team and do it? Like, isn't that the concept?
And I mean,
Yeah.
not really, because you got, well, you think about the type advantages, disadvantages. That's really basic. But then there's EVs, there's IVs. So I could have a Charizard, you can have a Charizard, and I could have full 6-stack IV Charizard. You could have one that's just like 2 stacked IVs. My Charizard and yours, even though they're same level, same moves, mine will be stronger than yours. So each Pokemon is different. They're built different.
Here's confusion about that though. I never got this. A competitive match. Let's say you and Alex are gonna Pokemon battle, and you're both stacked. You got a good array of element or types and different things, right? And you send out Charizard, and he's got a Blastoise.
Mewtwo.
Why would he not just keep switching? I mean, every turn.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I never got that. It's like, well, all of a sudden you're like, well, I guess I'm just going to use my Charizard against his Blastoise. No, you'd be dumb to do that.
Well, right. I mean, you try and build a team essentially for that, but you switch out Charizard versus Blastoise, and then you can switch it out. I mean, you have a full team of 6, so maybe you switch something else out that is strong against water, like electric. But you have a grass type Pokemon. There's no really type advantages against an electric, so there's multiple type advantages. You switch it out, and remember, Pokemon aren't just one type. So
Double types.
you get double types. There's some that are strong, like there's water electric Pokemon, and so one of their typings is strong against the other. But there's a lot of different mixes with it, and there's so many different typings. I mean, since you've probably played, there's the add-ons of the dark type, there's fairy, there's steel.
Yeah.
So there's so many different pieces. Different Pokemon can learn certain moves. So you may have a Pokemon who isn't an electric type or something, but can maybe use a certain electric type move if they're a certain type of Pokemon. the buffs, there's doubles now, so you can play 2 Pokemon at once. So you send one out there that gives a buff to the whole team. Let's say the battlefield's raining. Now any water type moves are strong. So you want to. It's such a strategy game, and it's incredible. And
When
these
did this
guys.
happen?
Yeah, right. And then they'll like go on, and there's such a difference in like. You play online, and these guys will literally see it on your roster, and they're like, all right, this guy's probably going to play this at this time, and they're going to combo with these, and these guys probably have these types of moves, so I need to play. Like, they know your whole team just by looking at the type of Pokemon you have, and you're like, oh cool.
It's one of the big reasons why every generation they keep trying to change up the meta of it by adding in, like, we had Mega Evolutions, and then we had Z moves. I don't remember the order they came in, but they always try to throw in these big meta game changing.
Now it's Dynamax, Gigantamax.
Yeah, because the meta can get pretty stale, and then in some generations they'll lean really heavily into a type. Because for the longest time, ghost types were there was almost none of them. Well, there was almost none of them. Like,
there were 3 at the beginning.
There was 3 at the beginning, and then there was no strategy you could build out of it that wasn't immediately everyone could figure out. So they kind of went through a phase of adding like a whole bunch of ghost type Pokemon. Dragons made a big comeback for a while. I'm not keeping up on the meta because it's too much. But Pokemon is a very, very deep game.
Go ahead, Zahi.
Is there a meta to, let's just say, ranked matches? You're going to go fight other people. Like, let's just say a hypothetical, you and someone else, or let's just say me and you are playing a battle, and the meta is whatever it is at the moment. If we use, like, is there any intrinsic differences between the Pokemon? Like, we use the same team. Does that mean we equally have the same advantage of, like, winning or losing, or?
No, that goes into the EVs and IVs, which each Pokemon, even though, we could both throw out a Gengar, mine could be a higher IV than yours.
What's the EV and IV?
I forget exactly what it stands. I think IV's individual
about the
values.
EV.
So essentially, what it is think about how for IVs it's broken down. You got speed, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and then HP. So mine could be more attack heavy, where yours could be more defensively, or mine's more special attack heavy, where yours is more special. You know what I mean? So each Pokemon is made completely different. And that's where breeding comes in, because when you get certain Pokemon that have certain IVs, you're guaranteed that egg will have whatever Pokemon it's in it will have, maybe 4 perfect IVs or 5 perfect IVs, depending on how many IVs you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of grinding, it seems.
Yeah. So it's a, like I said, just diving into it, especially because I'm kind of casual with it. It's tough.
Yeah.
But it's fun though.
Yeah. So no, it's definitely it's a good time. And then I moved my Switch over to play on one of my monitors, not on my TV. So when I did that, I totally forgot it doesn't have speakers. So I had to go buy a little Bluetooth transmitter to hook into my Nintendo Switch so I can use my Dre Beats. Is it Dre Beats anymore? No, it's just Beats. I don't know.
It's just Beats. I think it's just Beats.
Dre Beats sounds so cool. So I'm gonna like Dre Beats.
That was like 2015, man.
Yeah. So I'm living in the
Play Cable Podcast brought to you by Beats by Dre.
I think owned by Apple now too, so it's not even. It's even less cool.
So, yeah.
I think Apple now has a partnership with Disney. So you could, I think there were some instances you could see Beats in like Disney movies and some of the animations, and I was like, it's come full circle, baby.
I see what it's going for now. Shoot, what was I gonna say? The expansion for Shield or Sword, whichever one you have, do you think it's worth it, or do you think it's maybe wait and see what else they put out?
So I think the second one's going to be a lot better of an expansion, but it's still worth it. I mean, it's $30. You get a couple extra Pokemon in it, which you can still get them anyways with the update, even if you don't pay the $30. But it's cool. It's a new zone. It's just something fresh to kind of hop back in.
How much content are we talking? Like 3 hours, 5 hours?
Probably like 3 hours. It's not much. They're building up for the second expansion big time. But
does $30 get you the whole package of them, or just the one?
Correct. You get both.
Okay.
So I mean, essentially,
that's not bad then.
Right, so you're paying for the second one, and it's just like, well, if you're buying one, you might as well get both of them. So,
That's cool.
it's fun. It came with a cool little event where there was a legendary Pokemon, Zeraora, who's a Gen 7, and it was the first time they released one where it was shiny. So they had in like the raid battles, if 1 million trainers or people from around the world beat it, everybody gets a free one of their Pokemon home. So they did that. It was cool.
What?
Yeah. So it was, just something fun, fresh to hop back into.
That's a nice community event.
Right. It was quick, especially because the Pokemon only scaled up to level 60 if you beat all eight gyms in the normal game. But so you've been playing for a year, all your Pokemon are all stacked level 100. You just walk through the game. But it was just cool, just fresh, to see what they're doing.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I played Sword and Shield for like all of like 10 hours, and then I was like, I don't like this generation at all. Like I'm not liking this game, but
I like it.
The mascots.
Maybe I should get back into it. I have been itching for a Pokemon game. Like I do like the Pokemon games. This one was just.
I love the fact that they brought one to like a main console. It was super exciting with that.
That's the thing I like. Like if I were to get a Switch right now, I'd be really considering getting a Pokemon, the Sword and Shield in general.
It's really fun.
Just because it is on console, and I'm really sick of like handheld shit. I don't know. I just want to be a lazy guy and sit on my couch.
Lazy.
Yeah. So no, and that's the thing. I honestly only play it really docked mode. I don't play it really on the go. And they're not coming back to the 3DS or anything. I think the Switch is
not anytime soon. No. Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. I wasn't present for our last week's podcast. I was out on vacation, everyone. But I did manage to play a couple games while I was on vacay, and even before that I didn't get to share. Recently, my friends and I, we've been playing a lot of Apex, but they gotten a little bored of Apex, so they wanted to try something a little more heavy, I guess, more RPG-esque. So I don't know if you guys remember, I was talking about. I don't remember if I was talking about it, but regardless, Elder Scrolls Online. I wanna get into that game.
I keep trying to get into that game.
I was gonna ask, how is it?
Played it. Don't know. I've only downloaded it. I was trying to get into the game. I got a new desktop, but I realized my Xbox headsets do not really translate well into PC. I need like a splitter to hear and speak at the same time. I'm just not used to PC gaming in general. So that's why I'm still in biker vest mode. I went to Walmart to see if they had a splitter, but they didn't, unfortunately. So hopefully this week I'll get a chance to play ESO. But I did get a chance to play a couple of other games. The big topic and the soon-to-be upcoming review for linkcable.com. Go to the website, please. We need your reviews. Plug. Will be The Last of Us 2. I've been enjoying the game so far. I played it at my cousin's. That's how.
Are we going to talk spoilers, or are we staying out of spoilers for Last of Us?
No spoilers. At least until the review comes out.
Yeah, I still haven't even played it.
Yeah, at least until the review comes out. Okay. I think that'd be safe. But overall, I like it.
That seems convincing.
I had a conversation a couple days ago with some friends about The Last of Us 2, and we all went full spoiler. I won't say any spoilers or anything. Yeah. But I think we all kind of sat there and was like, this is probably going to go down in history as one of the most divisive games of all time.
Yeah, it's complicated. Like, there's something about the first game that felt really surreal, but also very in like our own world could happen. Last of Us 2 feels a little like that, but what about in like 80 years down the future? It's not to that extent. The timeline follows very similarly. It's just an evolution of it. But I don't know if I like the story nearly as much as the first game. The first game felt kind of like I was having coffee in the morning with my cousin talking about like how the feeling of Last of Us 2, and it's like conceptually, when you think about it, you're going literally from one end of the states to practically the other. And it's just through like zombies and a lot of stuff, but it was done out of like necessity to try to save Ellie. This time around, it's a similar concept, whereas instead of it being like you have to do this to like kind of save humanity and all that bullshit, it's more like a revenge quest, like a hardcore revenge quest. And I don't know, it's a different feel to the game. Like it's angry. It's really angry. I know it's strange, but like that attitude wasn't there in the first game. So to see that kind of evolution and change in the characters is maturing, but it's really aggressive. So it's quite interesting. Other than that, though, I got a chance, because I don't want to give too many spoilers on the show. It's just a different feel of the game. But other than that, I got a chance to play Brawlhalla. I don't know if you guys have ever played that.
I just downloaded that today.
Yeah?
I don't know why I didn't play it yet. I literally downloaded it on my Switch, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah. Is Alex still there? I feel. Did we lose Alex?
I was wondering the same thing.
Alex,
did you guys lose me?
Nope, you're back. There we go.
I don't like.
Your video's
talking.
not moving. You look
Video's
very.
not
It
moving.
looks like
Video's not
you're like
So happy.
peeing your pants, and you're just like, wow, this is.
It was right when
unpleasant.
Yeah, it's right when
No,
I
I'm
talked
still
about.
here.
He's peeing his
Just
pants.
to make sure. But yeah, no. I was playing a lot of Brawlhalla with my cuz over the week, and it's a lot of fun. I'll give it credit, man. It's no Smash Bros, but shit, is it ever just like a fun little brawler beat 'em up, you know?
And that's the one with the it's like the indie version of
Yeah.
Smash Bros, right?
But it's
yeah.
2D,
like the-
right? It's like a 2D
Yeah,
game.
It's exactly 2D. It's I don't like the mechanisms of gameplay, the attack functions.
Mhm.
It's here's the thing. Smash is really easy to land a hit. With like frames and combos. Brawlhalla felt very like it pinpoint in its gameplay. I think that's where it's trying to like be different. Like you really have to align where your shot's going to go, because it's not so much like you can't just hit the character even if you're like on touching. You have to like be a little bit apart. The sword actually has to like hit them, and it does damage that way. So it's less of like when you're like right up close to someone on Smash, no matter how much the distance is, if you throw a punch, you'll punch them.
Yeah.
Pretty much. In Brawlhalla, each punch and move is like calculated so specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, to like a point away. You have to be in like within those like really tight frames for a hit to land. And it's kind of annoying where you'll go to like take a shot at someone, but instead you'll like swing all the way over them and be touching them, but no hit happened. And it's like, ah! It was rage-inducing, actual rage-inducing. But it was fun. They got basically there's X amount of characters. Each character has two main weapons. You can use like, but they're pre-programmed into the character's movesets. So one character could be like fists and a cannon, and the map will drop like a pair of weapons. It's like a battle royale almost, you know, like contestants are throwing things into the map. So if your main goal is, because you can just like straight up like do little melee attacks, but it doesn't do damage unless you actually get like power fists or an actual like a spear or a sword or like kunai.
So
and
isn't this the, sorry to cut you off, but isn't this the game where it's like there's a bunch of like random characters from other like properties in it?
Yes.
That was just about to say.
Okay.
Yeah. So all the characters like from random properties, and there's a lot. There's like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, fucking WWE. I played as The Undertaker. It was goddamn awesome.
Oh, wow.
It was baller. I was beating the shit out of Finn as The Undertaker. Weirdest gaming narrative I've ever had. I was like, I'll just do a suplex on you, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh, you're 14 and shit. But yeah, I know. It was
Good time to learn.
It's a good time. Yeah, you know, might as well. You're a hero. He's kind of a hero or a villain, depending on his mood. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
What are you playing it on?
It was on PS4.
Okay, PS4. Yeah, I just downloaded it on Switch.
Nice, but the characters, the really cool thing about it is all the additional characters, like the WWE characters or Steven Universe or like Ben 10 or all that, are essentially skins of the existing characters. So like Garnet is just, or Finn, let's just say, is just a skin of one of the like 30 normal base characters.
I see.
But their move sets are pretty much exactly the same, except for the animation is different.
Okay.
Like the animation will represent the character rather than the other person, which is really neat. So yeah, that's been my gaming arc this week.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the skins right now. There's a lot.
There's a lot!
Like a whole lot.
The only problem I saw with the game, sorry Alex, just one sec. The only thing I saw with an issue with it was that you take your spot.
Watch yourself.
Was just the game gives you like 8 characters to start, and the currency to buy new characters is like crazy. Like you have to play so much to unlock one more character.
Well, I'm assuming you just buy it with cash, right?
Oh, of course, that's the other option. But like, there's in-game currency, and it's like, holy crap, you need a lot of this, like a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty fun.
All right, go for it, Alex.
I was just gonna say, like, Brawlhalla is like the kind of game that I find is always in the news. Like, there's always an update for it. Like every few weeks, it's like new character, new event, new buff and debuff cycle. Like it's always being talked about. I didn't realize it until after it came out. Like I think it came out as an indie game, and now Ubisoft publishes it. So every time Ubisoft is in the news, I'm like, oh, nice, we're gonna get Tom Clancy as a playable character.
Tom Clancy.
Wow, R.I.P.
We're gonna get a new Splinter Cell character in that. That'd be dope.
Sam Fisher.
If it's not Sam Fisher, I don't want any other Splinter Cell character.
Like, is there even any other characters?
Yeah, there's
the
Grimm's
mercenary that
daughter.
you played against in the multiplayer mode.
Oh, there's Grimm's. She's fun.
I don't remember any of those people.
Splinter Cell has a really good cast, actually.
Play your Splinter Cell, guys.
So long.
I guess I'll go next. So what I've been playing. So on Monday I played Smash Bros on stream to try out Min Min, the new playable character. She's pretty okay. She's not my. I had fun. I always have fun playing Smash Bros, but she's not my style of character.
She's not gonna be your main. Yeah.
Something to add to that. I did not know. So I went on that day 2 to play with her. I didn't know she's part of a whole new bundle now, so I had to spend another $30 for all these characters.
That's right. Yeah. It's part of the new bundle now, so we're gonna get a bunch of new characters that are part of the bundle, and they'll
Which is
drop
exciting because
eventually.
I'm kind of glad they're still making more characters, even though it's well over a year into release. But I hope it's worth it because this Min Min character does not incite me at all.
No, she plays. I do really appreciate what they did was. She plays like you're playing ARMS. Like she's a keep away character. She can hit. Her range is ridiculous. Like it's longer than Simon and Richter's whip for her smash attacks. So she can hit the other side of the stage. But it really does feel like playing ARMS, where you're just kind of like, especially when it's 2 Min-Mins against each other. You're just on opposite sides of the stage. And you're just punching at each other from the other side of the stage. And I was like, oh, this feels like playing ARMS. ARMS was not a game I particularly loved on Switch. I thought it was okay, but yeah, got back into Smash Bros. Tried Min Min out. I like her more than I liked Terry and the few like. I liked her more than Hero. Like I liked her more than some of the other DLC characters, but no, she's not my main.
Hero is complicated as fuck.
Hero is random. It's that down B, like where it's just like you never know what you're gonna get.
A lot. He's fun.
It's not for me.
If you had to put in a Smash character that hasn't been announced or anything, who would be your
Spyro.
Dope.
I just because it was
We've
for
done
so
this, man.
just because it's been teased for so long and like kind of like hinted at, I would love to finally see Gino from Mario RPG. I think.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, exactly. No one knows who it is, but it's.
Yeah, but why do you want to put him in there? That's more fun.
The Mario RPG, man.
Oh, I do know who that is. I googled him.
The
Yeah,
Mario.
I played that. It was really good.
I never played that.
No, Sakurai's always had a bit of a soft spot for him. He said he wanted him in Smash 4, but didn't have time. And I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, if you're gonna give me a dream character, like, I mean, you already gave me Ridley and King K. Rool, and Banjo and Kazooie, like characters that were like, oh, they'll never make it in.
Yeah.
Why is Waluigi, whatever his name is, why is he not in
Waluigi.
Yeah, why isn't he?
I think it's something to do
This is
with
stupid.
Waluigi's. Actually, no. I think there's a legit reason. I think it has to do with the copyright issue they had with Waluigi back in like the 2000s.
But he's in everything else. It doesn't stop him. He's
yeah,
in Mario Party.
yeah.
He's in
No,
tennis.
no,
He's in.
I know. But I think there was specifically something with Smash, and he's not allowed. He's not allowed. But I don't know why. It's
No, there's no like it's just he's just not in the game. That is
yeah.
It's I think a big part of like Smash characters, and like Min really sells it, is that you want them to be unique. You want like especially like the newer characters.
Very unique.
None of them really play like they used to, or like any other characters, right? Like if you look back at the old like Smash 64, Smash Melee characters, there's tons of clones and things like that. But now it's like, unless you're an Echo fighter, like Ken or Lucina, you're a unique character and you really stand out. Like every character is really close to what that character is in their real game, and I don't know what is. If you thought of Waluigi as a character, what's the first thing you think of? I don't think he has any defining traits.
Well, I know, but he's long and lanky. He's not like he could just throw random shit or do something or use a tennis racket. I don't know, like
Tennis racket.
I always feel like Waluigi is like the really, really, really dark side of Luigi, but like maniacally dark side. You know, like he'll like take over the world or something in like Luigi's sleep.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Waluigi as like a concept like that. Like he's just really messed up. He's just like a psycho dictator.
Wow,
Yeah.
you went real deep with lore there.
Yeah,
Psycho dictator.
but only when Luigi is like asleep or unconscious. You know, it's like his. It's like
I don't want him in this game anymore. I'm a little freaked out.
I also like. I don't really want like. I'm gonna like. Gino is from the Mario universe, but he's unique enough. Like he's only been in one game really, whereas like I don't want another main cast Mario character. Like
but a semi-main. Like
there's a piranha plant. Like I mean, like leave the series got enough love. Boo?
The canon. Yeah, Boo would be nice. Actually, I'd like Boo. Boo would be cool.
Sure.
How about the bullet? The bullet would be nice.
The Bullet Bill.
It's already an item. No, how do you? Oh,
I think that
play as a bullet.
I think
Alex
that,
watched just obscure random things that were in like one game. I want the Mario block from one certain Mario game that has a small defect on it, and that will be perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna make a real prediction. So there's five DLC spots left. I'm gonna make a real prediction of a character I legit think is gonna get in.
Okay.
It's gonna be Monokuma from the Danganronpa series.
What?
Monokuma would be
What is
nice.
that?
Yeah.
Who's Monokuba?
He's this maniacal teddy bear. You may have seen him. He's like half white, half black. And have you guys ever played the Danganronpa games?
I've
No.
never even heard the words.
But I've heard.
How do you say it again?
Dang
How do I look?
or Mono
Mono
Kuma Kuma.
Kuma. All right, let's.
Isn't Kuma a bear?
Okay, you know
in
I've
Japanese?
seen this. I've seen stickers of this and stuff. I have
Yeah.
no idea what it is.
Yeah, I feel like
I legit think this character is gonna get into Smash Bros.
But why? What is it? Is it from a game?
Yeah, it's from the Danganronpa series.
The
Very-
Danganronpus.
Rum.
Danganronpus?
You're gonna have to ask Siri for that one.
Rumpa. Danganronpa. What is this? Is it like a?
It's a visual novel / investigative, like kind of like Phoenix Wright, except it's like a death game. So you have, if you get it wrong, you die, basically.
Oh.
Oh.
That's intense.
It's super intense.
So,
but it's like,
okay, nothing against Danganronpa, but they want to sell these things. Like, why would how? I feel they need to pick people that are popular because they're buying DLC, and if you're not putting out characters that are popular, no one's gonna buy it.
they put Terry Bogard in.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't.
Yeah,
think,
that was weird. I guess it defeats
don't-
my point.
I
still
think
don't even know who
Smash
that
has.
is.
Yeah, from King of Fighters.
I never played that.
Yeah, I played a lot of fighting games as a kid.
Okay, look,
I don't.
look.
I think Smash has hit a point of like, you.
Want more?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you need to be a mega popular character. I think you just have to have a unique character with a good like potential moveset. That's
So-
slightly recognizable. But I don't think. I think Smash has hit the point of creatively where they don't need that like stardom push. Like Smash is Smash without like
Yeah,
any
that one-
character.
Yeah.
I still want.
Yeah,
I
think-
you
want
could have the most random characters. in the
Spyro,
world.
Yeah.
Crash
I think-
Bandicoot, Sora, Boo, and I need one more good one. Not Danganronpa.
I think
Hang on. It's something that's somewhat random, but not too random.
Who's amiibo
Shadow
do
the
you want to
Hedgehog.
buy?
Shadow the
Ooh.
Hedgehog?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Tails.
We're gonna
Tails
skip
first, please.
Tails. We're gonna skip Knuckles.
Knuckles is fine. He doesn't do anything. But
Shadow.
Tails should be in
Shadow
there.
would be cool.
I
Tails-
would like. I don't know. Maybe what's it called? Near Automata would be really cool.
Yeah, I
Like
saw
2B.
Somebody wrote something about that today. I read that people
Yeah.
wanted 2B in there.
Yeah,
How
I
about
think-
this? Opposite. If you could get rid of a character, who would you get rid of?
Donkey Kong.
Really?
I fucking hate that character.
I would get rid
Sorry.
of like half of the Fire Emblem characters because they're all the same freaking thing and they're all boring.
I would
The
like
fire-
Roy.
The Fire
get
Emblem
rid of
characters, man, are very unique. Like each
Ah,
of them is
No,
different.
But okay,
They're
they're,
not.
they all have a sword and they do the same thing. Like, how different can you make a guy with a sword?
I
One
cast
goes
mask.
Hoya, and one goes Hoya. Like, who cares? It's the same
They
thing.
cast magic, and
Yeah, but they're all like
do,
the same thing. Like, I want some different, like.
They're from the same universe, but they just do.
But you're
different-
arguing you don't want Waluigi in there because he's too similar to Mario, even though he's like
Not
7
me.
feet taller. Oh, was it
Not
you?
me. That wasn't me on that one.
It wasn't to me.
I would-
Yeah.
I would get rid of this guy.
It was
Incineroar?
Nice.
Incineroar?
I would get rid of Incineroar.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
mind him. I like.
hate-
the
I hate
Pokemon.
Incineroar's.
I think
like,
Ness
shop.
sucks.
Mm.
Ness is like Mr. Game and Watch. Stupid
Stupid.
character. If I could change one, I think would be a really cool, fresh design. Is young Link, but similar to like the Pokemon trainer, where you could switch out masks from Majora's Mask.
Ah!
So you could play Deku,
Oh, that
or
would be so
Deku,
cool, actually.
Goron, Zora, and then for the
Sexy.
final Smash, you could switch to Fierce Deity.
That's a really cool idea. I think
Yeah.
Super cool.
I think we had the same idea because I wrote an article for the plug linkkable.com website. It was like
Link
top 10
Cable.
dream characters, and it was
Yeah.
one of them was Link switching his masks like Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, you could have like OT Link, and then you could do Majora's Mask Link. I mean,
Yeah.
people wouldn't even probably miss young Link if if it's not connected to
Toon
one of them.
Link
You
is
got
there.
adult Link. Yeah,
Nobody would miss them because there's like 7 links and they're all the same.
right.
Roughly.
So
I did main
I think it
in
would-
Smash 4. My main was Toon Link, like specifically Toon Link. I couldn't play as regular Link.
my favorite character is Mewtwo. I don't know why. I just love playing. He's slow, but he's really good.
Yeah.
Man, my Mewtwo in Smash Bros. Right now is one of my top 3 mains. I love him.
Yeah.
He's like he's slow, but his moves are he's like medium slow and very strong.
Yeah. Yeah, just a
Like-
good glass cannon.
Yeah, he's total
Mhm.
glass cannon.
My
100%.
main right now.
Oh god, I hate it.
Yeah, the Inklings are so
They're
good.
so annoying,
Oh,
I hate-
though.
So
their
annoying.
side B is so cheesy.
I gotta.
That roller. I love it. I love it so much.
I hate anybody who plays as Falco or Fox. They're so fast. I hate them.
I don't
Like,
like
I
them either.
I hate playing
And then
against them.
I always
They're
play
really
against
fun,
them.
but-
When I'm playing against them, I'm always like Bowser or Donkey Kong, and they're slow as molasses. And it's like,
yeah.
I can't monkey hit anybody, and then they're just flying around like this. It's stupid.
Meanwhile, they're deflecting everything off
Yeah,
of
I
you. You're
know.
like, damn.
He's
I
like
said it
King
on-
Dedede trying to get his hammer up over his ass,
Right.
trying to get out.
I
I want to play Smash.
They
now.
changed. Yeah, I know. They changed my main so much in the new Smash game, which was Snake. He's so less.
Exciting.
Yeah, he's like still an S tier character somehow. I'm like, I don't get it.
Who is?
Snake.
Oh, yeah, I don't
Who's
like him either.
Oh my gosh.
I love
Who's
Snake.
the one? Who's the one dog?
Duck Hunt?
Annabelle? No. From
Isabel?
Animal Crossing. Isabel.
Isabel.
I was saying Annabelle, but dude, she is so much fun to play.
See,
is
that
fun.
character is toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic.
She's
She's like getting kids to
toxic-
smoke or something.
She is a toxic character, man.
She's a sweetheart. You take.
How
you
is she
watch your dirty
toxic?
mouth.
Okay.
She is.
How
Why
is
not?
she toxic?
She just like smiles around as she just plants
Yeah.
like little rockets in the air.
Yeah,
and goes-
it's awful. I like want to. Okay, one of my really good friends is pretty much an Isabel main,
yeah.
and he's cancer.
You can't
I
get away
just-
from her. She'll throw her
You-
little fishing
Yeah.
rod and just
Yeah.
stop.
That's why I like playing as Inkling, because Inkling is like, I am going to be in your face this entire match,
Always.
and you are
I'm like,
you are going to be so annoyed
Fuck
by me.
off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't get away, especially on a small map. Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll just catch you with her little fishing rod.
It's
just the whole
so
time.
annoying. Yeah, it pisses me. I nearly strangled
Welcome to
him.
the island. Have you seen
Yeah.
Nick? Who's okay? Who's?
I-
go
I
for it.
don't normally rage, man, but oh my god,
Yeah.
I hate that character.
All right, last Smash Bros question, then we'll jump into what I played this week, unless Alex has anything else. But who is your most underappreciated character, you would say, that you think is way better than people think that they are?
Yoshi.
Really?
Yeah, big time. Yoshi.
If you can get a small map and you get down pat the egg where you lay them as an egg and just drop them right off the map.
I would say Wii Fit Trainer. I can kill it with her or him. Like, I don't know what it
Wii
is.
Fit Trainer is really good.
I love Wii Fit Trainer. Oh, Alex
Yeah, no,
is- oh, there he is.
He's
Alex,
back.
did you hear that last
Yeah.
question? I don't know if you...
No, I didn't catch that.
I was just like, oh, he's just listening intently with staring at the camera like this.
He's
Okay,
really.
we're talking
into
about the
it.
most underrated character. Who would you say?
Most
So we've got
underrated.
Yoshi and Wii Fit Trainer so far.
Rob.
Rob? I
Rob.
don't play much Rob.
Rob.
is super.
spinny
Rob
disc.
has a lot more deflection type moves than. Well, he has one that's really good. His side B. He's got really good recovery. He's hard to knock out. I think Rob is a sleeper pick. Every time I see a Rob, I'm like, you're either really good or you're just trying to troll me.
Yeah.
So,
I don't
Rob-
know. I don't know who I would pick for my fourth.
I've also seen a lot of Pac-Men who can be very, very good.
I play a lot of
Tommy.
Pac-Man too, and everyone gives me shit for that.
I hate Pac-Man.
He's pretty.
stupid
When he throws
character.
that
Such
stupid like fire hydrant
troll.
down, you can get work done with that.
Such a troll character.
He is. He's fun though. And Duck Hunt. I'm really good with him too.
Duck Hunt.
I love playing as
I like Sonic. I just like speeding around and just like
rolling around at the speed of sound.
Live and learn.
Got
If-
places to
Off
go,
the
gotta
edge of
follow my
tomorrow.
rainbow.
God, we're nerds.
I used to listen to that on my iPod all the time.
I know
Shout
it's
out
going
Crush
back. I know it's going back to like the previous one, but they have a skin for Zero as a Mii fighter, as a sword master, and they have a skin for Sans from Undertale. And I'm really sad that both of those characters are not actual full blown characters because I
Yeah,
love.
they're Mii Fighter costumes.
Yeah, they're just Mii Fighter costumes. What a tragedy. I love Zero. Zero is like I would get a tattoo, man. He's my homeboy. If I could have any ride or die like gaming character next to me through shit, I would take Zero like all the time.
Zero
But,
from Mega Man.
Yeah, for Mega Man X.
Interesting.
He's a yeah.
All right.
I wish you could go.
I think I was
So what
thinking of
games-
somebody
yeah.
different.
Alex, did you play anything else? I know we kind of took over your whole time. Little
Yeah,
corner of
Smash was
games.
going to be like 4 seconds. Like I tried mid, not for me.
Everybody loves
yeah,
Smash.
I've also been
Come
playing.
on. Everybody loves Smash.
Yeah, no, I could talk about Smash all day and my random character choices. Also need another Xenoblade character in there. But I've been playing also I'm working on a review for this game is called Brigadine.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's okay.
I was very hesitant to
Review
take it
over.
because I'm a little worried. I'm going to try to do one of these reviews here, and I'm not good at games, and it'll be too hard, and I can't do it. Like I'm just.
No,
Oh, God.
It's like a
It's
fear
not
of
hard.
mine.
It's a turn-based tactical RPG, kind of like Fire Emblem, and I played hundreds and hundreds of hours of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I played every Fire Emblem game in the past decade. I've put hundreds of hours into. So
Jesus.
You're well
I feel like I know that series really, really well. And so to play this, and it's missing a lot of like the quality of life things that make Fire Emblem good. It's slow to play. It's very plodding as a game. And it doesn't have the same, like, a big part of why I like Fire Emblem so much is the characters are great. I love the Fire Emblem characters. I want more of them in Smash Brothers. It's like you have your factions and you can choose which one you want to play as, and you go through their whole story. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's missing so many of the quality of life things that make Fire Emblem so good that it's just kind of a drag to play. Like it feels very.
Is it in the main series of games, or is it similar to them?
Brigandine?
Yeah.
I didn't think there was another Brigandine game. I think there was like an old one on PlayStation, but
I
I
didn't
don't
even
think.
know it was a thing.
Good lord.
No, it's another turn-based. It's a turn-based tactical game. I like it. It's not fun to play. Almost like it's.
I like it, but
It's
it's
a
not
terrible
fun.
chore. But
Yeah,
I
it
love
is.
the game.
After I'm forced to play it, I'm not loving it.
Yeah. No, it is a bit of a chore. It's like it's very grindy. I can't say anything like really bad about it. It's just not very fun to play. Like it's well put together, but it's not very fun to play. So
That makes sense.
there'll be a more in-depth review on the site in a
Makes
few
me
days.
so want to go out and buy that one.
Yeah, no. I did see a thing the other day where it's like on top of the like not on top, but like in the top 5 new game sales for the week, and my first reaction was, "Oh, slow week." So,
If I had to go to root canal and play this game, I mean, I'd probably pick the game. So it's not bad, but
Oh,
No,
root canal.
it's a 5 out of 10, right? Like that's not. I don't know if that was the score I'll give it. I haven't scored it yet for the
That's like a
review, but
quick,
it's very
like-
much like,
okay.
it's fine. It is a video game. It will be remembered as such.
All right. So I don't see you picking
very
that one up again in a
honest.
few years, trying to play it again.
Assumption.
I can't wait to play Brigandine again.
Yeah, no, I think this is a one and done type thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, how many hours you got in this? Like, this thing looks massive.
Oh,
and
like
it's-
12.
That's
It's-
it? This game,
Yeah,
like...
it's not.
Oh, okay. See, it scared me. I saw this, and like, this is gonna be... Like, I'm in a part in Fire Emblem where I'm so freaking stuck I can't even beat Fire Emblem. That's how bad I am at games.
Play Dark Souls.
There
I
is
can't. I
a.
tried. Remember, I did that. It was like a whole 3 episodes ago, me bitching about how I can't beat it, and I wish there was a baby easy mode.
Dude,
Well, there is a
you
baby
just need to
easy
push.
mode in this game. Like you can. I set it to review mode where it's like the AI is dumb and you're a god. I'm like, yep, that's what I want.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
This is it. This is my game.
But even then, it's so slow. Like you can't. Like Fire Emblem, I find you can move your units in a really like quick, effective manner, and you can like accelerate through turns so that like all the repetitive animations you kind of skip through them. You can't do that in this one. It's just the text on the screen, because it's all the whole game's in Japanese, but there's subtitles. But the text on the screen comes up at like. It's like the slowest crawl of text. And then I hit A, thinking that A would be like just give me everything on the screen at once. And A was the skip dialogue button, so I just skipped through everything. So I was like, well, I don't know why we're fighting, but I guess we're fighting. But
Interesting.
yeah, that's been my week. Some Smash Bros. Oh, I salvaged some sense of cash out of my turnip stocks for Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, I meant to
Are
ask
we
how that
still
went.
on this?
Oh, this is not going away. The summer expansion just came out.
The stock market.
So you can
Yeah.
swim now.
You can
This game-
swim now.
This game seems like it's a trap.
It is. Animal Crossing has always been a time trap. But yeah, no, I bought 400,000 bells worth of turnips at 90 a piece, and I ended up selling them for 100. So
Wow.
not very good.
Still profit. Still profit.
Yeah, it took me to Saturday afternoon. I was like the last possible chance, but I was just not making any cash of this week. And then today I missed her sales. So yeah, not
Stock
not
market
diving
was
in.
down. That's all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
made a few bucks, but nothing too crazy.
My God.
Hey, what about you, Kevin? What have you been playing?
Well, I've had a very unexciting week, to be honest. Most of my week involved me doing yard work and cleaning my
Yard work
office,
simulator.
And yeah,
He was
that
playing
game's-
Yard Work Simulator.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was not as fun as actual simulator games. But the one game I did play quite a few hours of is still Tales of Vesperia.
Vesperia.
Yeah, yeah, that's the game. I don't even know what it's called. I put so much time in it though. It's a lot longer than I thought it would be. I'm at like 25 hours, and I was like, well, I better look online and see where I'm at just to kind of get an idea, because I'm kind of like, this is good, but it's getting a little long. And I looked, I'm about halfway through, and I'm like, holy shit, this game is long. And everything I liked about it the last 2 weeks of me talking about this game, the voice acting and how interactive like the dialogue is, the characters, and they're building relationships. I'm at the point now where I was like, now it's almost too much. Like, I can't skip a lot of this shit, and you can skip some, but it's like you don't want to skip it, because then it's like you're not gonna know what's going on in the next scene, because everything is very like cinematic with all these different characters. So I don't know. I'm getting a little bored with it. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's just because I've been playing it for like 3 weeks, pretty much nonstop right now, and usually I mix in like a few like PvP games here and there and other things to kind of keep myself fresh doing stuff, but I haven't done that. So yeah, I still recommend it, but I recommend you play something else that's a little more exciting and action filled in between this game, because it does slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's honestly the only actual game I played this entire week. I played about 15 minutes of Uncharted 4 today. I'm never going to finish that game, because I pretty much play 15 minutes a week, because as soon as I start playing, all of a sudden I get tired for some reason. So I don't know if it's a Kevin problem or an Uncharted problem.
The game has subliminal advertising to get you sleep.
I think I just like I keep playing in my basement. I get like a drink ready. I have like a nice Coke. I got a blanket on me. It's nice and cozy down there. And all of a sudden I'm like, I could just take a nap instead. So then I'm like, well, I'll just put the game on sleep, and I just like lay down on the couch. I end up sleeping for like 45 minutes. It's happened.
Meanwhile, the
times.
character's just sitting there in the
standing there
game,
doing
like
this
you
thing.
forget to shut off.
And the music's still playing too. I can hear it. I can usually
single
sleep through the
tear
song.
rolls down the character's face.
Nathan Drake's like, where are you at, Kev?
But you don't. You
I've
just
been
don't
hanging
see
on
it.
the ledge the whole time. I'm getting a little tired here, man.
They do like the 90s like idle animation things where like Sonic like puts his like taps his foot.
The camera turns around, it's in front of him now. Doing that
My
type of thing.
favorite was the Mario where he put his hat over and would go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
Mamma
that's,
mia.
that's that's it. I tried to buy stuff on the Steam sale, I think it goes until the 9th, so I have a few more days on it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I got
That's
a bunch of stuff sitting in my cart that I'm just like, maybe
That's why I bought Elder Scrolls.
Okay, yeah, it's good. It's some good stuff on there.
Yeah, it's $9.99 right now.
Yeah, not
That's
bad.
not is there still a subscription cost that you sell?
No, there is
can
not.
pay.
But there you can pay. It's an Old Republic style.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get like more XP and stuff.
I feel bad. Square Enix just charged me for like my monthly like Final Fantasy 11 subscription. I was like, I haven't even played Final Fantasy
jeez.
11. I
I can't believe they're still charging for that.
Those
too.
those motherfuckers are still charging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I was going to complain about, this is where I complain about video game stuff now.
Here we go.
The game Greedfall.
There's always a segment.
It's just like, here it is. Here's Kevin's bitch of the week. I started playing. My buddy has Greedfall on Steam, and we Steam share our accounts so I can play his games, right? And I started playing this a couple months ago, like many months ago. It was back in like September. Really started to get into this game. Liked it a lot. Well, one thing led to another. I can't play it all the time because if he's on his Steam account, I can't play the game. It'll just give me a notification when I'm playing and says, so-and-so is now using their Steam account. You have 10 minutes to quickly find a save point and get off. And then they shut it off, right? So he's on his Steam account a lot, but not a bad thing. I mean, he's playing his games. He deserves it. But then I have to get off. And it happened like 4 times. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait to a Steam sale, and then I'm just going to buy it myself. So Steam sale's going on. The game's on sale for $30. And it still seems kind of steep. But I'm also a little annoyed by that because on the console right now, on Xbox, it's $12. But I don't want to start all the way over because I'm already like 4 or 5 hours in on the PC.
They know that.
So it's like, what the hell? What is going on with this? Like, we can't figure something out here. Like, why is it so cheap on consoles? Everyone always bitches about console prices being so much more, and PC's gloating about how great their prices all are. But this game's still $30 on sale on PC, and it's $12 on Xbox. So that's what I'm pissed about, because now I'm like, do I just start it over and just save $15 or so, or do I pay the full $30 now and just get it on PC?
How far are you into it?
It's like 5 hours, 6 hours.
So think of it as $3 per hour surcharge.
I don't think I also hate playing games again that I have no desire to play ever again, and this is one of them. So for me to replay the first several hours of this game, I'll just be like, you know what, I'll never play it again. I'll just give up. So
yeah,
I might just have to wait until it goes on sale better on PC. But I just thought it was crazy that it's almost half off further than what is on the Steam sale on the Xbox.
Hey man, give us some credit. Usually, like PC sales are crazy, and console by comparison is utter trash.
I don't know, the console sales right now, both Sony and Microsoft have been doing a lot of sales right now for the summer stuff, and there are some good ass deals on there. I was really surprised what I'm seeing.
They're trying to get you to get as many of like their current gen games out as possible before
before they render them all useless.
Yeah.
360 and 360 and PS3 did the same thing.
Well, it's working. Oh, yeah, that was it. That was my week.
All right. Cool. So I think we all kind of played a whole bunch this week. Let's dive into the news then for this past week. So first things up, actually, good transition talking about like console sales and prices and everything like that. So
yes,
looks like NBA 2K is going to be $79.99 or $69.99, $10 more.
$69.99 American, which is going to give us another $10.
Like 500 Canadian then. So
top of them Toonies boys.
Yeah.
All right.
So $10 extra we're getting charged. What do we get with it? What extra are we getting? They got to give you something extra, right?
Nope.
No.
It's coming with a free NBA player to play games with.
Nope.
No, it's the extra beads of sweat on Zion Williamson's head when he's shooting free throws.
Yes.
Is that what we're getting now?
We're getting more sweat.
Well, you know what?
Are we gonna see? Are they gonna be playing in like? We should get less money because they should take all the fans out of the audience. They don't have to render them and make it realistic, and then they have to do less work. So it should be cheaper.
Will there be a pandemic mode for like all these sports games going forward?
There's going to be
closed
customized masks for each
They're
going
to play in one stadium in Orlando, so they don't have to make all the different stadiums and everything.
It's the one arena we're playing, and that's it. We don't have to do anything.
This could work.
Yeah.
So
and why don't we do it even cheaper? I'll pay the upgraded price, but let's get all 4 of the big sports games all in at once. So we can get a football, hockey, basketball, and what else? Baseball. I think that one's kind of out because one company owns it. I guess like FIFA, soccer, we can throw them in there. Then I'll pay $100 US dollars. One arena, no fans, 4 sports. I'm in.
Here's my big gripe with a $10 increase, and I definitely don't mind it going up in price, other than like the cheapness factor of games now being more expensive, etc., etc. But they are not really describing the reasons as to why the price increase. Obviously, it's new consoles, there's inflation, there's economy playing in. Jobs typically are paying better, even though the population is statistically poorer, whatever it is. But I don't care so much that it's more expensive to play games. Not really the issue for me. My issue is you're increasing the $10. Is it purely going into shareholder pockets? Is it where is that 10 going? Is it just a price increase?
So everything that I've heard about anything about every gen, they talk about this for the last 2 at least because they did the price increase from 50 to 60. It's just development costs. Everyone's always saying because these games are harder to make because we're getting more sweat on each player. We need more people.
Yeah.
We have to hire a special studio that just sweat. And then there's the studio that just does this and just does this because it's very, it's not just 4 blocks. It takes 10 minutes. Yeah, it's a lot more details. Lighting, you got a whole crew that does that now. We have a whole crew that does this. So it might have taken 50 people to make this game. Now it's going to take 200 people,
Yeah,
They talked about, what game was it? They talked about how many... oh my gosh, the amount of studios that they made from the first game and the sequel. I forget what it is. This is a terrible example now. But they tripled the amount of studios they were doing to work on a game for this, from previous gen to this gen.
I remember the first time finishing.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I remember the first time finishing Assassin's Creed 3.
That's what it was. It was Assassin's Creed. That's the studio.
It?
It's Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's what they're talking about.
Were like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
In that game, like they just did not end, and it's just.
I give you credit for watching the credits in a video game.
I love watching
you
credits.
You get an achievement.
I hope it's over.
The Assassin's Creed 3 credits.
Okay, there you go.
It's Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty. You get an achievement for finishing it.
I love watching credits, like even on film or and like usually I'm the kind of guy that if I'm reading.
Film's different.
No, film's the worst. Don't stay and watch. Leave the theater immediately.
Never.
This is coming from ex-employees. Get out! I gotta clean that damn popcorn.
Oh yeah. I guess you guys must hate that.
After 15 years of watching people watch credits, it gets old.
Yeah,
there's nothing. There's nothing at the end, sir. You can
there's
please
nothing
leave.
At the end.
Well, I just want to make sure.
We just I work here.
I love seeing where production is done. Like I like seeing if something was done in the Middle East, for example, or like in Quebec or in France. Usually like.
Just kidding.
It's cool.
It is cool.
It's like,
I don't blame you, but at the same time, there's like 1,000 people's names and you don't know one of them.
It's cool if you can relate
at the front
to it.
Then, because I like the part where it's like, oh, filmed in Detroit, and I get all like, oh yeah, that's cool, but just tell me that stuff at the beginning. I don't want to see every guy named Bill and Sal that worked on the project. I don't know these people.
True, but I don't know. I would like to see it if the and right now there's a lot of companies like look at Telltale, look at Rockstar. A lot of companies complaining about being overworked, not getting paid enough.
Yeah.
I think
better go to the developers.
That's what I want. Like if this goes up to EA and for example, it seems kind of greedy. Like even film like movies themselves, prices have gone up. Like I feel I can't really, now that every AAA game or every new game release, for example, is at the $70 marker. How are you expecting people to finance games anymore? Everyone.
I'm betting
gaming's always been an expensive hobby. Like
it's becoming more and more and more expensive.
I think which is gonna definitely, if there's a price increase, I think this gives Microsoft a leg up with Game Pass because now the value of all the games in there just went up. Like even though each game may have not gone up, but just the fact that you get more quantity of games for that cheap low price of like $14 a month or whatever it is, like that's going to be more attractive to anybody, casual gamers, hardcore gamers.
Very true.
People who have no idea what's going on, because if you're a unknowledgeable gamer and you go to the store and you're like, I want to play this one game with my friend, I want to play Call of Duty. You buy the one Call of Duty and you're like, well, the guy at Best Buy is telling me if I buy this weird pass thing, I can play all these games for free. Like I can play Gears of War and the new Halo. Like why wouldn't I do that? I don't have to pay for it. But that's
Games Pass is getting more
intriguing.
expensive. The price for Games Pass is increasing.
Did they say they're going to raise the price of Games Pass?
No, but when I bought my my 3-month subscription for Games Pass, because I bundled it with my Xbox Live Gold, the price is now at what, 64, where I think it was like 39 before.
I wonder if that's just a Canadian thing, because I have the Ultimate where I have PC Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and my Xbox Gold, and it has not gone up at all.
Correct.
So I wonder if it's by territory.
One thing I wanted to bring up on this topic, and I'm not sure how it's going to work then, is this new smart delivery thing that Microsoft wants to do.
Yeah.
Where if you buy a game on Xbox One, and then you're like, I want like Cyberpunk, let's say. You buy Cyberpunk on Xbox One, you buy an Xbox Series X a few weeks later or something, and you're like, do you have to pay $10 to upgrade it, or is this the way around paying the $10 premium? Is you get it on Xbox because you are going to get it cheaper, like you get a current next gen version for cheaper.
That's a good point.
No one said how this works, but
I would assume that it would not require a $10 upgrade because like everything they were
Yeah,
saying was that it would.
Then
It
I
would
would
be
just buy all my
available.
games on Xbox One and immediately transfer them over.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
then, yeah, it's a loophole, which I don't
Exactly.
think they're gonna. If they're gonna go through this whole thing of raising the price, they would not make a loophole that easy.
Yeah,
Especially
that's-
when they're gonna want this money right up front with their new.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, after all this, there's not actually been an official announcement. So anyone listening to this, like, it's not
Yeah.
official that all games. It could just be this game doing something weird, or
Yeah.
And the
2K selling a game for a weird amount of money? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
They're
So that's
a
the thing.
reputable studio.
Yeah, 2K is the only one that I've heard that's had this, and 2K, especially with their basketball series. I mean, I know there's NBA Live, but they've. Oh, you all right, Kevin?
just smash it over the desk. It hurts.
And they kind of got a monopoly on the NBA
Yeah.
market with that. NBA Live's nothing, but like 2K as a series, the past couple games have just notoriously
Been
lied about things. They've been
Yeah.
bad. They've done things, saying things, and then coming completely different. It seems like it's a very greedy turn of events that they've been running into. So I wouldn't be surprised with that. Now, another thing too that we may not know is there is a lot of different editions for the NBA game. Like I know they were talked about the Mamba edition for the Kobe, and that's going to be
Yes.
$100. So it may be 60. They may be coming out with like a Legends edition, which I know they had like this year was Dwayne Wade on it. I think it's $10 more, and then they're going to come out with like the Ultimate edition, which will be for the Kobe tribute one. So it could be like that. I don't know.
They do definitely have different prices, and even their pre-order content is so specifically tied to it. Oh God,
Yeah.
this isn't like it's literally a spreadsheet of what their pre-order content is breaking down to. Like, come on, man, how confusing does this get? Like, it gets to a point.
So we had someone in our chat. Steve says,
Oh,
I don't know.
Steve.
I feel the opposite.
Hi,
Gaming
Steve.
is relatively cheap. It's a relatively cheap hobby, and the cost of it now is cheaper than ever. So
What are you playing on?
Yeah, what is he playing?
I don't
I know
PC.
Steve plays a little of everything.
I
I was
don't
gonna say-
disagree, but it's at the same time, it's like it depends on what you are basing things on. I think if you're not buying every brand new game day one, if you're not into
Right.
collector's editions, you can get through gaming and save a lot of money. Like Games Pass is a great way to save cash. Games with Gold is a great way to save cash.
PS Plus,
like
Steam sales.
I
You
mean,
look behind me,
everyone
a lot
gives
of
away.
these
Epic Game
older-
Store gives away a free game every week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they've been giving away big ones. They had Grand Theft Auto. There was
Yeah.
Ark. There was it Borderlands 3?
there's all kinds of free stuff.
Yeah.
Steve,
It was the not Borderlands 3. It was the
the sequel?
2 and 1, I think, bundled or something like that.
But still, yeah, like.
But yeah, it's still a great deal. That's just
And I
super
get what
expensive
they're
still.
saying. There's so many games and so many. It's been out for so many years that you're right. If you're not like trying to hop on day one or anything like that, you don't mind waiting. Like if I want to go pick up Mario Odyssey right now, I'm gonna play it for a lot cheaper than I did back in 2017 when I picked it up. So I guess yes and no. Depends on
Yeah.
how you play games.
Yeah, and Steve's got another point here where he says the value of games has changed over time. Like it's true. Like SNES and N64 games were like $80 back in the day. Like
Yeah.
like the big cartridge-based games. I think it was Chrono Trigger. I bought new for $80. Like
Legit?
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
This is dating my age.
but like Majora's Mask. I remember like Majora's Mask was like an $80 game. Like new from like an EB Games. Like that was MSRP.
We're talking
think-
Canadian, right?
Canadian, yes.
Okay, because it was 50 for us.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I think my
Wow.
first ever game I purchased was Final Fantasy VII, but I don't recall how much it was because my brother got it.
Well, a lot of the cartridge-based games were a lot more expensive back in the day because of manufacturing costs and whatnot. Especially RPGs. Like anything Square Enix was, like, or Square back then.
Squaresoft.
SquareSoft. Not Square
I
Enix.
was young, but I remember it the opposite. Anything Nintendo 64 wise that was cartridge based or anything, they were all 50 flat rate. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like
The Canadian dollar was really bad in the late '90s. Like the N64 was like something like friggin' like $600 here.
$3,000.
Yeah, 3,000 loonies. That's
Yeah.
You'd have to pay with
1,500
loonies.
toonies.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys are
it's-
jokes right now. Jesus.
I'm interested to see if this is going to be a true factor with the gaming, because they have not mentioned price, and that whole loophole, Alex, you said about the upgrade thing is interesting, because they keep talking about a lot of different games doing that. We're going to say, oh, you'll get the free upgrade for
Yeah.
the PS4. So Avengers did the same thing when they did their War Table, talked about that.
Yeah.
So how does it get? There's still so we're in July now, and there is still so little we know about how we're actually going to be buying these new game consoles.
We don't know
and games.
prices. We don't know dates. We don't know. We just have like a couple weird games that we know are coming out, and that's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I don't remember this, but I feel like by now we would have known what the Xbox One would have been like in the middle of the year.
If it was looking back at like the Xbox One and PS4 launch,
probably knows.
I do.
Yeah.
If you're looking back at the
I have my
launch,
receipt right here for my pre-order, which was 8 months prior.
I was at
Alex
that
is
E3.
incredible. Yeah,
I was at that E3. That's why I remember this. It was
Okay.
E3 2012 because that was the Wii U E3, and I was like, I'm holding a Wii U controller, and
Hashtag
but
Big Brit, yeah.
yeah.
the future of
and-
gaming. This is gonna sell like wild.
You guys will see Nintendo Land is going to be like the game of the year for every year.
Everybody's gonna play. This is so fun.
But that was the year that. So 2012, the summer 2012 was when we first saw the Xbox One and the PS4, and then they didn't come out until November 2013.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
And that's all he said.
I was
Alex?
waiting for this. I was waiting for this monologue.
He's probably still saying it too. He doesn't even know he's on.
I know.
Yeah.
If you
Thanks for
can hear
saying
us,
it
we
to his
can't
chat.
hear you, Alex.
Alex, shave your beard. Do it. Do it. Grow some hair.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I looked at Skype the wrong way and it decided to crash.
oh, jeez.
No, we
So
didn't.
weird.
We didn't say anything bad about you.
We weren't.
No,
talking
the
yeah,
beard.
I heard a hair crack and that was it.
It's actually beard related, so it's close, but not on your head.
It was Mike.
Mike, blame the new guy.
Almost
Yeah.
got away with it, too.
Those are for you meddling kids. I know, sorry about that. All to say, we had over a year and a half of PS4 and Xbox One knowledge before they came out. But then with the Switch, we only really had
A couple.
like
Came
4,
quick.
like 4, 5, 6
Yeah.
like months, really.
It's like under 6 at least.
They didn't
So
have
it's-
enough time to wait. The Wii U was bankrupting them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It was,
Come on,
They're
come
like,
on, let's
quickly,
go.
we need to get new system out
you-
now.
Do you think that's actually a good cause of it? To be honest.
They had to
I mean,
get something new.
Nintendo
They were
had,
drowning.
they weren't selling anything.
They were running out of
Like-
money.
Yeah.
I don't think they were anywhere close being bankrupted because the 3DS was still selling pretty well.
The
And
Wii
Nintendo
was
had-
still selling pretty well.
Yeah, but I thought by every Wii U they made, they lost money anyway. So the fact they weren't even selling the
Not
ones they
there
had
yet.
to sell, because they needed to sell software, they were selling no software at all, and that's
Well,
what they
the
were
Wii
making
U-
the money.
The Wii U never got a price drop. So when they first started selling it, they were selling it at a loss, but they were still selling it at $350 all throughout its life. Like they never touched the price of the thing. No, Nintendo has a pretty I think last time I read about like their war chest, like their amount of money they've got just left over, it's like $10 billion in assets. Like they're stupid rich.
They'd have to
Uh,
split bad.
Holy crap.
Yeah, Nintendo, like all these Nintendo-doomed articles. Like I was like, there was someone who printed a T-shirt. It was like Nintendo doomed since 1889, which I thought was pretty funny. It's when they were founded. They've been around for a long time. But yeah, no, like the Wii U wasn't making them any money, and was where it really hurt them was that you look at all their plans they have now. Like they're opening theme parks, they got TV shows, like. The Wii U wasn't helping them get there. Like no one
No,
cared about their
It was
IPs
killing
anymore.
them. Yeah.
So I think Nintendo could have rode out the Wii U for another year, but like it wouldn't have helped them with their actual bigger plans, which were to grow into different fields and different business.
I
areas.
feel like right now I don't feel like Sony and Microsoft, for example, with their consoles of the Xbox and the PS and the PlayStation. I feel that I never felt like Nintendo had like their flagship console. Like I feel like other than I'm just in general hyperbole, but I feel like now you can have say a Switch 2. You know, like I feel like you
Yeah.
can. You
You
know
could
what I
ride
mean?
that name out and
Yeah.
Well, especially because
Yeah,
they
I-
got rid of their portable, and so this is both.
This is
They
their-
just-
yeah.
So Nintendo always seems to do things in pairs when it comes to consoles, where they'll do a really innovative console and then they'll innovate on it. So the
Screw it
NES
up.
was, sorry.
It's screwed up.
Yeah. Well, the NES was the big innovation, right? Like no one had seen a controller with a D-pad before. The games were on a whole different level, and then the Super Nintendo is really just a better NES. It's better graphics, better controller. 64, first 3D controller. It only has one joystick on it. First 3D games for Nintendo. GameCube is a perfection of that idea. The Wii then went into motion controls and then family gaming and kind of being able to easily pass controllers around. The Wii U was the perfection of that concept. Say the word perfection very loosely. And then Switch is their new innovative console so Nintendo always does things in pairs.
Yeah.
The thing is that the second part, the SNES, the GameCube, and the Wii U all sold less than their innovative counterpart. So I don't know if we'll see whatever the next thing is from Nintendo, if it'll just be an expansion of the Switch concept or if it'll be something entirely new.
That's actually something I touched in that article that I was writing about. If they can keep up, is
From LinkCable.
from linkkable.com. Plug. Like and subscribe. So there, I was talking about the innovation that Nintendo does. They love innovation. But sometimes I feel like that bites them, in the ass too, because sometimes they fix what's not broken, and that can be a problem. And that's something actually I talk a lot about.
But you got to give them credit for being willing to try new things. I mean,
yeah, and it works.
Then they commit with it the entire way. The Wii U was awful, and they didn't just stop halfway through and oh yeah, don't use that dumb controller we have as extra. Just use a regular program. No, they stuck with it. Microsoft is oh, Kinect. Oh, just kidding. Throw that away. We don't use it anymore. Kinect, what's that?
I will say,
some of these other
I have a
companies
soft
don't commit,
spot
at
for the
least.
Wii U. I have a soft spot for the Wii U. I like that.
You're just a fan of obscureness.
Yes, that's true. But I like Breath of the Wild. I played through it on Wii U. That was how I played Breath of the Wild.
Wow.
This is fun. I don't mind this.
Wow. Good for you.
I don't see the difference. People post side-by-side comparisons, and they're like, "Oh, the Wii U version runs at 2 frames less per second." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool, I guess."
Well,
sweet.
We do have a couple last things to talk about, guys. Just before we wrap up the show,
are they the Wii U?
They are not the Wii U. I wish we could get a couple of Wii U's in here. That'd be sweet, though. Actually, I loved the Wii U. I thought it had a good handset. But we do have our PlayStation Plus games for July coming up next month, and it's not a bad pick.
Yeah, the PlayStation games are better than the Xbox games.
Yeah.
Well, it's also the PlayStation's 10-year 10 years since doing PlayStation Plus, I think is what it is. Right?
It's already been 10 years.
Yeah, this is why the games are supposed to be really good. It's been 10 years.
Don't, man. Oh God, I feel old.
Oh no.
It's been a decade of free games.
Don't say that.
Free games.
Ugh,
And so this month's games is Battlefront 2, and wait, is that this month's or was that was last month's?
That's the last one.
Shit,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. I just remember reading. It's
they
Tomb
got-
Raider,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Rise of the Tomb Raider is the correct
Rise
one,
of
right?
Tomb
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
NBA 2K20.
Oh yeah, I was like, I just had this stupid tab open, but I shut it because my computer was slowing down.
If anyone wants a good review of NBA 2K20, we do have a review done by me on website linkkable.com. Please go to the website, like and subscribe.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Smash that like button.
Follow us on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. They're just
I'll
trying
let
to
the
prime
review
us because they're
speak for
jacking
itself.
the price up of the next NBA. So
Well, yeah, not only that, but they're trying to get the next series out. That's kind of like here, get out of our play, because they're gonna drop the price completely anyway.
we got some
Sons
DLC they
of
might
mother.
buy. Give it to them quick.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be playing this after the new one comes out with all the new sweat we're putting in this game, literally.
Yeah.
I really want to see that glisten, man. Oh God, I wish
Check out it. Check out the trailer.
I bet you could see their sweat better than you can see your own sweat at some point.
In real life. Go
Yeah.
on. They have the trailer when they released it with Zion, and he's
But it
like
doesn't
sitting
even
in
look
like a
that
gym, and
impressive.
he's just
But it just
They-
like stare at the ball. Like,
yeah, and he's
that's
just as
not-
he's just
you're not even showing me.
soaking and
I don't
just
want to see a large man sweating. Like that doesn't make me want to play this game anymore.
Depends on
Anybody
the
sweating
game.
is not sound. It depends on the game. Now, Link,
Who's
if he
doing the
was covered in
sweating?
sweat doing it
Yeah.
right, now I'm in. This is cool.
Alex,
but
get me some better review copies, buddy. Come on, hook me up. You know the ones.
The review copy tree gives it does not care what you want. It gives. It
doesn't
gives what it
care
gives.
how much you like beads of sweat.
sweat. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not a basketball guy, so none of this really interests me. And I already played that Tomb Raider game, so good games, but not.
I like the two new Tomb
Yeah.
Raider games are really good. Like people should
Yeah.
definitely check those out.
Yeah,
I
I've
would
always
say
If
done
you
it.
haven't already, they're not new, but they're
Yeah.
really good.
I would say Rise of the Tomb Raider out of the three is probably the best one. It's the second in the series. I feel like it's the most
See,
well-rounded.
I really like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I thought that.
I
one was
really like
good.
Shadow too.
I
Shadow
thought
is
they for some reason they just found it clicked perfectly. I loved that game.
I don't know. I love Shadow. I loved Rise of the Tomb Raider much more. I felt like it had a better like overall focus. I like the transition of Lara no longer being like
A wimp.
a wimp,
Yeah.
but still being a little bit of a wimp. But like it's like, the middle stories usually I dislike the most just because they're not really one. They're not really fully the other. They're kind of somewhere in the middle. But I kind of like it. I liked it a lot with Lara at this point of like her journey. So I think Rise of the Tomb Raider is a really good pick actually. I think we killed Alex again.
All right, do you want
And
to jump
there's-
right into the last story then, real quick? We've been
Yeah.
running out
Oh,
of
and
time
just
here.
just last thing for Games with Gold for Xbox. Honestly, it's
Garbage.
a little lacking. What I'm like, what is this? W2C8, Dunk Lords, Saints Row 2. I'll take Saints Row 2. and
It's not
Juju.
bad. It's an original Xbox game, but it's not original Xbox 360 game. Excuse me.
Legit.
Not bad
original.
though.
Yeah.
Guess we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it over anything. Let's see here. Though we do have last bit of news for today, and then we are wrapping it right up. So, Crysis' trailer got launched, and what did they have the original? And I believe that they pushed their date back. Is that not correct?
Our stream is just going nuts now. As soon as Alex dropped out, frames
Yeah.
are jumping.
I figured that was gonna happen.
This is just a hot mess of fun.
Oh, Alex, what did you do to us? What did you do to us?
Fix Mike.
He got the old blue screen.
Oh Jesus, this is rough. All right, let's do this one quick. Nobody look at the stream. It looks like shit.
Close
All
your
right.
eyes.
So,
Close your eyes and listen. We
I'll
sound
just
better.
while Kevin works on that, Tim, did you want to just have a quick chat with me about it? So Crysis Remaster got delayed after mixed reactions to some of its leaked footage. I don't disagree. What it was originally launched for July 23rd, but I don't know. After some of these, some of the screens, the trailer, not really that great. Like I'm rewatching it right now, and
It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look like it should be next gen. This is legit. That was the biggest problem with it, I think.
yeah.
And everyone just saying like, well, this used to be the game I would test my PC out, and I would do all the. It was setting the standards for consoles and PC, and now you remake it, and they expect it to be the same, and now it's just looking like, oh, this game looks okay.
Same. You know, you got to respect the fact that a company would go out and do that. It's like when Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, came out, and everyone, you know, his stuff got leaked, and there was, well, it didn't get leaked, but it came out, and it was like, what the heck is
Yeah, they're
this?
like, what's wrong with this guy's eyes?
Right, and then they go
or
back and
his
they fix
arms
it.
and body.
Right, but you know what? They went back and fixed it,
Spend a lot
and
of money.
everyone's gonna but they're gonna remember
Them
how it
doing
wasn't
that.
like a failure of that.
Right,
it was
right.
them like correcting the wrong, which I'm fine with.
And we have to remember, this is not a remake. It is a remaster.
It's like completely redone.
So it's just it's an an update. It's quality. It's not like the game isn't being built up from the ground up again. It's
But
just
all new visuals,
taking
all
the
new-
base.
What they
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
So
it's just-
we'll see.
Yeah,
The Switch
But I
version,
mean-
the Switch version, from what they're talking about, I don't know why that needs to be. I would hope that I don't know if they announced like a date for that one versus the delay of everything else, but on the Switch, like I don't think you should care too much about visuals because you can't really
That's
do
not
much
why
with
you
that
sell the
anyways.
console.
And
Yeah.
yeah, you just want to play it, and handheld is like the other best part about it. So I don't know.
I think that, my expectations initially, I think, may have been blown out of the park a bit, just because I thought of how much, Crisis 1 was so good back in the old days of PC quality god. But, it's like remastering, I don't know, a 20 almost year old game and saying that it's going to have the same specs as what Horizon Zero Dawn are we expecting?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think they should like try to at least have some kind of announcement saying, look, taper your expectations of how much the graphics will improve.
Yeah, it's still a jump. Just
it's a absolutely, it's a jump. Almost what, 3 consoles? Because it was on PC when the Xbox was out.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Or close to the Xbox 360. So it's an old puppy, like it's not a fresh game that can just be updated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At least that's what my thoughts on the update are.
Let's just say Alex thinks the same since he's not here to say anything.
Alex agrees
He
with us.
fully agrees.
He's fully
actually,
on board. He loves everything we're saying.
yeah, he says how we are just taking the creative lead on this episode so well, and he just wants us to do them all in the future.
Is he sending us a picture of him crying? He's so happy. Yeah. I see that.
Oh my! I got that too. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's
Oh, he
pretty
shaved
cool.
his beard
man.
off too. That's weird.
I knew it.
Yeah,
He
I
just
think
needed
he
some
just-
encouragement.
Oh,
Wow, that was really cool. Cool.
good,
All right,
man.
so I
What?
guess we'll call it quits here since this is a utter disaster from the beginning to the end. Some good content in between, though, I'll say. Even though
Very good content today.
we had some
Um,
good discussion. Our video
Mhm.
is a hot mess, and
Mhm.
we found out
Hot
we have
mess.
to use Skype for this, which sucks because Skype is. I'll leave my words out of this. So yeah, Zahi, do you have any last words or anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I believe we're good. We covered a lot of topics. Thank you so much, Tim, a new member on our team, for being on our podcast again. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being a new member with us. But please remember, we are actually going to be covering a lot of new topics in the next upcoming weeks. I don't know what's happened, but we are all of a sudden very swamped with gaming news. I feel like in the next at least couple of weeks, we're going to have a huge explosion of content on the site. So please feel free to come check us out at linkcable.com. Our podcast is up on all the normal podcast streaming sites. And no longer are we going to fight for Mixer because that baby is gone. But you can see us on YouTube and Twitch. A big shout out and thanks to everyone who was here today. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, our comment sections, including Steven. Oh, and there's Alex making a comment in our chats. We really appreciate your feedback. Please feel free to join us at any time. If anyone else, that's been Link Cable. Have a great day, guys.
Thanks. See you guys next week. Hopefully we'll have our technical difficulties figured out. By episode
One can only
20, this
hope.
is my promise. By episode 20,
Episode 20.
everything is so smooth. It's gonna be great. We're not gonna be jumping frames in and out. Like,
I'd like
We'll
that. That's
see.
a real pipe dream.
if I have to build a new computer for this, darn, I guess I have to.
Let's
Just
do
looking
it.
for that excuse there. All right, guys, take it easy.
Bye now.